Welcome back from the break. You're still watching This Week, and I'm Somna Sambo. We now move on quickly to Imo State, where controversy has trailed INEC's release of Imo North Senatorial District election results. Now, the People's Democratic Party and its candidate, Imo Okewulonu, has rejected INEC's declaration of APC's Patrick Ndobweze as the winner, claiming that INEC and APC allegedly generated over 40,000 votes from Okigwe local government area where election did not hold in 6 wards within the area due to insecurity. Now, the declaration has now led to calls for INEC to revisit and review the announcement of the results. Joining us from our Lagos studio is PDP candidate for the Imo North Senatorial District, Imo Okewulonu. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's go straight to your rejection of these results. INEC has gone ahead to announce the candidate of the APC, who happened to be the PDP candidate in the 2019 elections, as the winner. What exactly are the challenges you have in those local governments within Okigwe that you're complaining about?
Thank you for having me on this program. My name is Chief Emmanuel Okewulonu. I am the senatorial candidate of PDP in the Imo North election of 25th February 2023. We have issues in Okigwe zone. We have issues in the Imo North election. Now on the 25th, elections came, and in Okigwe zone, we have 6 local governments. In the 6 local government, you have Obo local government, you have Hituboma local government. We have Himembano, we have Iselambano, of course the most populous LGA in the zone. We have Onimo, and then Okigwe local government. On the day of election, we had a wonderful election, free, fair, credible, in the 5 local governments of Okigwe zone. In Obo, elections held, no rancor, no issues of use, restiveness. Same in Himembano and Hitubama, of course, Eastern and Onimo. Then we got our results on hand, very early enough. Then we began to get information that, Okigwe local government, where we have 11 wards in Okigwe local government. And out of the 11 wards in Okigwe, elections did not hold in the 7 wards of the local government. The elections only took place in 4 wards of Okigwe local government. Surprisingly, APC and INEC went ahead to generate results from 7 wards of Okigwe where election never took place. It's worrisome, even in the 4 wards where election took place. Less than 3,000 PVCs were collected and less than 3,000 people voted. Unfortunately, they went there and generated over 10,000 votes in the 4 wards of Okigwe.
Chief, if I may cut in there, if I may cut in now, immediately after the results were announced, did you make your representation? What steps have you taken to actually make INEC to revisit some of those results that you have mentioned? Because you're accusing INEC of colluding with the APC to declare those results. And of course, we have tried to ask questions about this and also hear from the other party, but none of them has reacted at the moment. What have you done to counter the announcement of that result at the moment? Have you gone to court and all of that?
Yeah, precisely, we are filing our papers at the court, at the tribunal. After the elections, we made efforts to make a formal report to INEC. Unfortunately, I come from a zone where INEC practically participated in the rigging of the election, where INEC, for the first time in history, where a referee will blow against an opponent for penalty A referee will take the ball, place the ball, and shoot the ball and score the goal. That's the experience we had in Okewulonu local government, where INEC connived with APC to rig the election. On the day of election, we made efforts to access the collation center. All my agents were driven away from the collation center. Even when I made attempts to access the collation center, I was bluntly refused. The military chased me away, chased away all my agents. So that's the problem we have in Okewulonu today. I must tell you, there is a very big problem in Imo State, especially in Okewulonu zone, where people are now so reluctant even to vote. Even the election of 18th March, people didn't come out to vote because the one that they voted, results could not be entered as voted. I must tell you, Okewulonu local government is a very special place where there is restiveness, where there is youth, where there is insecurity, where people are being beheaded every day. And I must tell you that before the elections, all the 7 wards the election didn't hold, all the youths there warned. You cannot go there and see a member of APC, PDP, or ABGA. It is not done. So on the day of election, 7 wards, no election was conducted there, no beavers were deployed in those areas. Unfortunately, APC and INEC generated over 40,000 votes in those 7 wards where election did not hold. And we made attempts to reach the INEC, the REC in Owerri, to assess how was very difficult.
What are the evidences that you have? Chief Okewulonu, sorry to just cut in. What are the evidences that you have that results were generated in those places? You said that elections did not hold there and beavers machines were not deployed there. So on what basis would INEC go ahead to declare results or elections having held in those areas? And then secondly, in 2020, when there was a rerun in the Imo North election, I mean, APC won in this same senatorial district without a candidate then. And I remember you challenged this same APC for having been declared. I think they got 36,000 then and you got 31,000 and you cried foul. But eventually the court allowed the system to go ahead. So wouldn't people say that, I mean, it almost seems right for APC to win again during this election since they won in 2020 during the rerun?
Well, thank you for coming up with this very question. In 2020, in the rerun election, I ran against 2 candidates of APC. I don't call them candidates. I call them aspirants because I ran against the president, senator, representing Okewulonu zone, Mr. Frankie Bezim, my very good friend. I ran with him in 2011 in the House of Representatives. I ran that 2020 senatorial election with Frankie Bezim and my very good brother, Ifeanyi, 2 of them running under one party, under APC. I know what it takes in Nigeria to mobilize supporters to come out to vote. On the day of election, Chief Ifeanyi was mobilizing people to vote for APC. Frankie Bezim was mobilizing people to vote for APC. At the end of the day, APC scored about 36,000 votes with the 2 candidates running for that very position. Of course, there are no candidates, they are aspirants, because on the day of election, 2 of them went to different courts and got themselves cancelled from participating in that election. We complained to INEC that it is not lawful that a candidate, an aspirant, can participate in an election that is not qualified to run. But nobody listened. So everybody went to that poll, and I scored about 2,000 votes. APC with the 2 aspirants, not candidates, scored 36,000 votes. And the INEC declared APC winner and not individual. For the first time, I've never seen where a party wins an election. That's how APC got victory in 2020 against me. Of course, I went to court and we went through the processes in court. And I was telling the court that the INEC and the electoral act says that for you to qualify to run for an election, you must participate in all the processes till the day of election. That requirement of law, that aspect of law, APC did not qualify for it, yet INEC declared them winner. We went to court. You know, in Imo State, where we come from, We have this belief that the government at the center claims to be in charge, and each time they say, declare us winner, let them go to court. And that's what happened in Okewulonu local government. As we speak today, they've been declared winner without getting valid votes. I must tell you that Okewulonu local government, we should not expect votes from Okewulonu local government because election did not hold in Okewulonu local government. So right. Just like in 2020, where
all right, as we try to round off this conversation, I just want you to talk to us now. What exactly are your prayers? What do you want INEC to do? And what exactly would you want to be done while you're trying to, head to the courts? Or what can be done to prevent you from going to court?
Well, after the election, we had a window of review. Of 7 days window for review. I rushed down to Abuja. I made my application to INEC that elections in Okewulonu zone, Imo North, should be reviewed based on the fact that I got the highest valid votes in Okewulonu Imo North election, because in Obo local government, I got over 12,000 votes. In Hitubom, I got over 6,000 votes. In Imembano, I got about 5,000 votes, and Isalambano, I got almost 5,000 votes. On the whole, I got about 32,000 votes. I was about 12,000 ahead of the rest of the people that ran for that Senate. Now I've been denied. I went to Abuja for review. INEC could not review any election as promised and as guaranteed by law. By the electoral acts, they did not review any election. So today, I've rushed to the courts, I filed my papers in court, and I believe if the elections in Okewulonu local government, where elections did not hold in 7 wards, are cancelled, I will be declared winner. I'm sure I will get victory at the tribunal. Unfortunately, though, we have a government in place who brags about knowing all the judges and being in charge of the judiciary. And each time we talk there, they say, declare APC winner. Let them go to court. I want to believe that this time around, the judiciary, for the first time, will do a very diligent work and make sure that whoever wins that election should be declared winner.
Since you have already said that you're heading to the courts, we'll just have to leave it there for the courts to decide. But this is to let us know, our viewers know, that we made efforts to get in touch with APC's Patrick Ndubweze, who was declared winner of the Imo North Senatorial District, and it's been pretty difficult getting him to come on. And of course, the floor is open for him to actually come on board and say his own side. Coincidentally, he was the PDP's candidate in 2019 general election. These are politicians for you. But we must thank you so much, Imo Okewulonu, who is the PDP's senatorial candidate in Imo North Senatorial District in the 2023 general elections. We wish you all the best as you try to seek a remedy for what you say is a wrong done to you.